Right then, we're in January, and I actually think it's going to be quite a quiet month. Not a lot's going to happen. We've got no real need to change. I'm sorry. Hello. Oh, hi. It's Jeff Harrop, my director of football. No worries, no worries. On a rowboat, as always. Yeah. What do you mean he's leaving? No, I'm sorry. Blackburn have made a £250,000 bid. Well, okay. It's fine. We've got a backup. He can play for the rest of the season. It's fine. It's not. He's leaving as well. He's leaving. That leaves us with no goalkeepers. Right. Okay. I'll call you back. Yep, he's actually gone. Magnus Norman, goalkeeper for 3 years, has left the club. £250,000 to Blackburn. I can't believe it. I'm frustrated as hell. He's gone. Yeah. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another week of videos, and welcome to In the Saddle. And this one, well, I really thought it'd be a quiet January. It turned out to be anything but. As you can see, that Magnus Norman is now a Blackburn Rovers player. Frustrating. Blackburn are in the Premier League though, which is just bizarre. But yeah, Magnus Norman is a Blackburn player. Joined them for £250,000 after signing on a free for us, if you remember, on a free. And he's had three and a half, or 2.5. Pretty good years. That first year in League Two, 17 clean sheets, 15 clean sheets in League One last year, 9 for us this year. He's done really well. And only 34 goals conceded in 32 games. That's not bad at all, really. So to lose him is a blow. I'm not going to debate it. Is a blow. I think we've done quite well to get the money for him that we've got, and it's helped. But I really could do with not having to sign a new goalkeeper in the middle of the season. That would have been nice. And ideally, Ethan Ross would have just stepped in, but he's gone to Aston Villa. Aston Villa. I mean, he's played. We signed him on a free 3 years ago, similar time to Magnus Norman, I think, and he's played one league game. One league game, and even that was a substitute. I can't remember that one, but that was a substitute, and that might have been a mistake. And he's gone to Villa for £5,000. They offered £5,000 for someone that's literally played one game since the game started. One league game. I can't make sense of it. I actually can't make sense of it. What the hell do Villa want him for? In the Villa team right now, as goalkeepers, they've got Mark Van Persie, who's just brilliant. Let's be honest, brilliant. And Mick Wells, who's brilliant. I get that they needed another backup, but what? And it did leave us in a tough position. We knew now we had to sign a goalkeeper. We had to sign 2, realistically. We have done that. But before I go on to it, I should mention there's a couple more outs. The first one out the door in January was a young Scottish midfielder, Elliot Watt. He's gone back to Scotland for a chunk of money, actually. He's done quite well. We've done quite well to get £100,000 for someone who played 8 games for us this year. That's this year. That is confusing. We've lost £5,000 on it, but I think he came in and did quite well the first season this year. He's been pushed out a little bit. Nia Kirby's come in and he's obviously a better player than him. I think he's quite good. And like as a good squad member, it would have been good, but he wanted game time. And if I can get £100,000 for someone right now, I would have absolutely taken it. We have replaced him big time. Sad to see this one go. Alfie Bates leaves. He's gone to Cheltenham. He even didn't want to go, but I was in a position where I just weren't going to play him. I don't think I've played him this year. He's played 2 games this year in the league. I don't even remember bringing him on. No, that's not even this. That's last year. He hasn't played for us this year at all. That makes sense. Good player, all-round, solid player. Hopefully he goes to Cheltenham and does well in League Two. It is what it is, really. And the other man to leave us is Brad Mackay. He wanted out. I wanted to get rid of him. He's never really settled in the team. Last year, when he just signed for £38,000, 25 appearances, but he never really settled into a partnership. Only a 6.9, not a fantastic rating, so I was happy to get rid of him. He's gone to Rochdale. We've took a loss, but we've got his wages off the books, and that's what was important to me. And it was important to get the wages off the books because I've signed Matty Longstaff. Me and the Longstaff brothers have a history on Football Manager this year, and it ain't a good one. One of them was called Twat on my network save. I nicknamed him Twat. I can't remember which one it was. I hope it wasn't Matty, but he's come in and look at him. I mean, really, really good midfield player. Can play the box-to-box role. Can also play the Mazzala role, I think, quite well for us. He's got all the ability to do it. And to sign him for £525,000, I feel like it's a steal. I know he's valued less than that, but that's because he's come to a League One team. But for a man that's played in the Premier League, a star for Derby in League One a couple of years ago, and since then his career stagnated a little. I'm hoping he can come into us and really sort of push on from that. I feel like we've levelled up the midfield a little bit with this one. We've spent a lot of money. It's probably my record signing. I think he's Walsall's record signing anyway. It's a step up for me. I'm really hoping he will be fantastic. And then we had to look at a goalkeeper. So we've brought in Kelleher. I'm not going to say that first name. I have no idea. It's an Irish name, whatever. Kelleher comes in from Liverpool, £28,000. And I think you'd agree, for £28,000, he's a bit of a steal. Really good goalkeeping stats for the level. I mean, if I compare him with Magnus Norman, you'll see that actually they're not that different. Quite well-rounded for each other. I mean, yes, Magnus Norman's got his own really, really good stats, but for some of them, I don't know. I mean, I think we've got a good replacement here. For, as like I say, £28,000. He's played in League Two before and done quite well. He's never really had the full run though in a good team, and hopefully he can have that now. And I get again at Liverpool before that, he was nothing. Hopefully this could be the start of a real career for him at the Bankses. But it wasn't just one goalkeeper I wanted two. We signed this man, Ainsley Pearce, on a free transfer. He hasn't played this season. He was at Middlesbrough last year and actually had 14 appearances in the Championship. Didn't do that well, didn't keep a clean sheet, which is frustrating. But I think as a backup goalkeeper, he's quite good. Lots of good green stats. I'm happy and sign him on a free. If he plays, he plays. As we saw with Ethan Ross, it's just good to have him there at the moment. He's only on £1,000 a week. Sure. So that's where it leaves us then. We've made the transfers. One man who wanted to leave was Tom Clayton, and he hasn't left. I couldn't get the right offer for him. He was originally going to go, and the board sort of put a stop to it and said, look, we can get £1 million for this guy if we want to. He's that good. I haven't seen it. I've got to be honest. I haven't seen it. If I look at his ratings this year, 6.8 in 9 appearances, he probably needs a bit more game time, I guess. He's going to get game time. Today we have Wigan. Tomorrow we have Wigan. Let's move it forward. We do have Wigan, but we've played the games in January as well, obviously, because you can't skip the games, so because we play. Anyway, we beat Hull 1-0. Good result away from home. We've won all 3 away games. It was at home where we had the problem, as usual. Dennis Politic getting the goal at Hull, though, which was good. Stevenage, a 0-0 draw. Again, I feel like it's a game we should be winning. If we look at our home record this year, it's not great. Yes, we beat Portsmouth last episode, but like before that, it's not fantastic. And I feel like a game against Stevenage, who are down there in 23rd in the league, yeah, we should be beating them. But we did back it up. Charlton, away from home, a 3-1 win. Really good performance as well. Matty Longstaff made his debut, I think, in that one. Oh no, it was earlier, that's fine. But then Oldham away from home, another 1-0 win. Not a great performance here, but we scraped a win again, and it's pushed us now into that 6th position, and we are fully into the playoff hunt. But we are still only 4 points off automatic promotion. This up here is so tight. From first place to 7th, there are just 7 points in it. So with 3 months to go in the season or so, 3 months to go, there's a lot of points to be played for here. Lots of wins, and we could be at the top of the league. You never know. Today, though, Wigan Athletic, who sit down there in 18th, they've struggled this year. Not fantastic again from them. They've sort of come down the league a little bit since the start of the game. Obviously, they were in the Championship, and they've come down, relegated from the Championship. League One, last year, they were in the playoffs with us, and yeah, this year, it's not so good. After that, we have another trip against Bristol Rovers, who are top of the league. They were our rivals from last year, and that's why it's such a big game, really. we need to beat Wigan for sure, but Bristol Rovers, we could put ourselves right in a hunt if we get a victory there. We have beaten them already this season, it should be mentioned. Bristol Rovers a 2-0 win away from home. Eddie Brown scoring a goal in that game. He's gone off the boil a little bit, Eddie Brown, and it's a bit of a worry. That's 5 games without a goal and a highest rating of 6.7. I've warned him about his form, admittedly, but he's gone off the boil a little bit, and he's not going to start today. This is the team for today then. Kelleher starts in goal. It's not his debut. He did start against Oldham last time out and got a clean sheet, so good start to his goalkeeping career. He's back for today. It'll be Mason, Akinola, Tom Clayton and Kenlock. Reece Williams is a man that unfortunately misses out last few games. He's been injured admittedly, but he's played quite well before that. But I need to give Clayton a bit of game time, so unfortunately Reece Williams drops out. Miles Kenlock on the left back position. It's going to be Zambarek and Longstaff. I've paid that much money for him. I'm going to have to play him. I'm going to have to force it and make it work. He's not done too badly since coming in, as you can see. Got an assist to his name as well. I'd like a few more of those. He's got to play the box-to-box midfielder role. But we can always change it to a Mazzala, which we could go to if need be. He's alongside Jan Zambarek, who again, he's having another stellar year. 3 assists, 3 goals, 7 player of the matches. Says a lot. Not as many as assists so far as he had last year, but he's just controlling the game for us. He's had 4 years on loan at Walsall. He may come permanently at the end of it. On the right wing is going to be Dennis Politic. For now, he's going to keep his place. He's, again, not great performances lately, not fantastic at all, so hopefully he can kick his form into gear a little bit. That'll be a good idea. Darcy will play behind the striker. Dylan Levitt, a bad game last time. He's out, which means Ronan Darcy, who's itching for game time, starts. We're going to start Ginley on the left. He's done nothing wrong last few games, to be fair. He's played quite well. An 8.3 against Charlton in that 3-1 victory, so he plays. And up front, we're going to give Marvin Jones the start. Eddie Brown, like I say, has gone off the boil. He needs to know he was not guaranteed a place in this team if he doesn't score goals. We're at that stage of the season where every win matters. Even if you're not playing well, you need to grind out a result. We did it against Oldham. Maybe we could do that again today. I'm not too fussed about the performance if the result comes. We have come forward here. Ginley's lost out, but we're dominating the pitch. If you look, everyone's in their half, as you can see. So we are dominating the pitch. Mason coming forward from the right now. Longstaff on the edge of the box. Ronan Darcy. Longstaff, Zambarek scored last time out, but he's found a pass this time. Miles Kenlock inside. He's hit the post. Left back's hit the post. So that's, well, fine. At the same time today, Bristol Rovers top of the league, then are playing Burton in third, so that's a pretty huge game in the automatic promotion race. But for us, it's simple. Portsmouth are losing, by the way. Portsmouth are losing. That's important as well. Portsmouth are in second, so a win here could push us right up. And we've scored, and I've missed it because I'm looking at the league table. Yeah, the whole thing about focusing on ourselves, I should listen to that. It's come from a Longstaff free kick, which is really good, and Politics there at the back post. Gets a goal. Maybe he's back into form. Okay, time's ticking away. Half-time on the horizon. We've looked the better of the two teams. We've got the goal to show for it. I don't feel the need to change too much right now. Wigan are a team seemingly struggling at the bottom. I'm going to say guard against complacency, though. It's only 1-0, of course. But they're struggling at the bottom. They're not got confidence. This is a game quite easily. A second goal here and it's done. Highlight, I've zoomed it out way too much. Let's go back in a little bit. Looks like it could be a Wigan highlight coming forward. So me saying it's done might be, well, Smodix has smoshed it right into the top corner. That is, well, it's a brilliant goal for the record. Pulled back, edge of the box, boom. I mean, Kelleher's not got a chance, to be fair. Can't knock him for that one. Okay, I'm going to demand a little bit more. There's a highlight seemingly straight away, and it might be ours because Darcy's got a bit of space. I'd like it to go left here. Look, if you look at Ginley, he had a lot of space there. Again, now maybe right. You need to really, these crossfield passes is how we play. I'm going to move the mouse out of the way. It must be in the way. Longstaff on the edge of the box. He's found Politic again, and it's the same two pair again. Longstaff to Politic. It's 2-1. Now, boys, don't mess this one up. Really well worked goal here. Longstaff looked like he could have gone for it himself, but instead he finds his mate and Dennis Politic. Well, the animation on that isn't great, is it? Half an hour to go here. I'm going to get Josh Ginley off for Callum Gribben, but that's probably the only change at the moment. Marvin Jones isn't really in the game. Eddie Brown could come on, maybe get a goal, boost his confidence. I need an informed Eddie Brown for Bristol Rovers. That's the main thing. Dylan Levitt as well is there if need be. Wigan coming forward here. Pierce. He's found a cross, it's headed away. Gribben's not quite onto it, and I'm a little bit worried about where this is heading. Pierce getting a lot of space on that left-hand side. He's found another cross, and Dylan Saunders, I had a look at him pre-match. He's pretty good on the right wing. Heads wide. Marvin Jones, he's not tired, and that tells me he's not actually doing a lot in the game. 6.6. Eddie Brown comes on, and I gave him a rollicking. Hopefully now he's going to listen. Eddie Brown has been brilliant at times. Maybe he'll do it again. Gribben's crossing. Eddie Brown was up there. It'll still fall for Gribben. A lot of space for him to pick something out. And Dennis Politic at the back post says, hat-trick. Oh, thank you very much, my friend. 3-1. And that should be a home win. I don't know why I say things that's going to come back to haunt me, but please. When the first corner's headed away, you kind of worry about where it's going, particularly on Football Manager, but Gribben finds the perfect cross, and Politic with a bullet header at the back post, a hat-trick at home. And actually, I'm going to do something you never see on Football Manager. He's going to get a standing ovation. He can come off. Dylan Levitt can go on the right wing for a bit, why not? Yeah. So Dennis Politic comes off, the Banks erupts, a hat-trick on the day. And game, set and match. Wigan, go home. There's no point anymore, Wigan. Go home. And that is that. The Dennis Politic show saves the day for the Saddlers. Just like that. I did give him also a rollicking before the game. It worked for him. A 3-1 win, which pushes us up into 5th, which is really good. Really good. Brentford up into 2nd with their game in hand. They're the team that might go top of the league or close to it with Bristol Rovers. So we do have to watch them. But we're just 5 points off the top. Just the 5 points. Bristol Rovers have beaten Burton, I guess, today. If we could beat Bristol Rovers, we really push ourselves up there. Okay, interesting one here. Brentford have played their game in hand. They were playing Hull in 13th. And they didn't get the win that they needed. A 1-1 draw. They came from behind to get it, so they didn't lose. But a 1-1 draw means everyone has played the same amount of games now. And with us, they're on 62. Goal difference is the lowest out of the 6, which is a bit of an annoyance. But I mean, we're only 3 points off the automatic promotions. It's so tight up there. It's unreal. Okay, then a big week has gone by, and we are at one of the biggest games of our season, without a shadow of a doubt. It's going to be difficult, but if anybody can get this done, these 11 boys can do it, and a couple of the boys on the bench, to be fair to them. So this is the team then, just the 2 changes from the win against Wigan. So Kelleher keeps his place, as does Mason Akinola, Clayton and Kenlock. Zambarek, Longstaff 2, Politic 2, Darcy 2. Callum Gribben comes in on the left. I feel like he just offers a little bit more than Ginley, just the tiniest bit. And up front, you've got to play Eddie Brown in the big game. You just have to give yourself the best possible chance of getting the goals, and that's Eddie Brown. Bristol Rovers line up with this guy up front, Keston Henry from Trinidad and Tobago, which is brilliant. You never see anybody from there on this game. That's incredible. He's good. He is good. From Chelsea on loan. Worth keeping an eye on, I think. 5 goals in 18 isn't fantastic this season, but 15 finishing for this level. Whew. Interestingly, in the form table, we're top, they're second. So these are the 2 most informed teams in the league. This is going to be one of the most difficult games we have for the rest of the season. I'd take a draw now. We already have beaten them this season, I know, but they destroyed us in the playoffs. Henry's in already. Clayton, mate, you can't be doing that, I tell you now. You asked for game time, and if you are going to be doing that at the back, I'll bring you off 6 minutes in. Don't test me. It's nice, really, because after the bad start, we picked ourselves up. We kept going, and we've gone on such a good run of form that it's put us right into contention, and that is perfect. That is a goal. I thought it was going to be disallowed because it sort of stuttered, but Gribben's free kick in, Ronan Darcy's met it. The goalkeeper's come. I mean, what is the Bristol Rovers goalkeeper doing there? I would be furious. It doesn't matter though. 20 minutes in, we lead. We lead at the top of the league. That is half time. We lead by a goal to nil. We've made the most of it. In terms of a seemingly a defensive mistake, it's a little bit dangerous for us to think, right, we've got to defend it. And I feel like go out, get that second goal, play to our advantage, and our advantage is our creative players, the likes of Politic, Darcy, Gribben, Brown, Zambarek, even now apparently Matty Longstaff. I feel like don't change it. I don't know. I could be punished for it. I could be punished. Matty Longstaff's on a 6.4. Again, that's something I'd have to look at. Ken Lock, a yellow card, 6.6. We do have Mackie on the bench. I'm going to make that change. Well, now he's gone to a 6.7. I'm not. We will get Matty Longstaff off, though. And we'll get Nia Kirby into that position. Maybe a bit more defensive-minded. Eddie Brown's also going to come off on a 6.5. The pace of Marvin Jones on the break might be important. This highlight is just because I'm making a change. Don't worry. I mean, I said it was just because I was making... Game. It's just because I'm making it... Right. Don't make changes. The changes haven't even made effect. But 13 minutes to go against the top of the league. I feel like a 1-1 ain't a terrible result. It ain't a terrible result at all. The point at the moment is be hard to beat, and we're doing that. I'm not going to, again, I'm not making any changes. I'm letting this run right through. We're going to beat in Burton. That's pretty big for us. We're into added time here, and apart from maybe some late heartbreak, but which late heartbreak? We're flying forward. Politic, Mason. I don't know where this is going. Politic, Darcy. Oh, it's saved. It's saved. And end the highlight then. Just end the highlight. It's not going to end the highlight. Maybe it's a game-ending highlight, or well, hopefully it's not a season-ending highlight. It could be. Fields flying forward for Bristol Rovers. Field. That is not okay. That is not okay. You can't do that. We've played so well. We've played so well. And the left back has flew forward to finish like Aguero in his prime. Oh, that's sickening. That is sickening. And we've lost the game. And that's now it's 8 points. Now it's 8 points off the top of the league, just like that. Look, I'm here to look at some positives, right? To try and stay positive from it. So, in a 15-run spell from Wickham, we've lost just the 2 games. And one of them was against a Premier League side. And another one was top of the league in a heartbreaking fashion. So, we've done quite well. We've done quite well to capture our positions of where we are. Because, especially if we get up, there's a thing, isn't it? Is it past positions? It's past positions. And if we look at ours, that steady climb was brilliant. I mean, why does it say we're top of the league? We are not top of the league. But we have steadily climbed. So, yeah, to be down there after 9 games, to be up there at 35 is pretty good. So, what's coming on Friday? Well, we've got a pretty good couple of games coming up. Burton there is interesting. They're in 6th. Coventry, 4th, is interested, but I think I'm going to play through those 4. Maybe bring you Shrewsbury and Rochdale. 2 games that in theory we should be winning, which is always nice on camera. But I know that Shrewsbury, local rivals. It's kind of like a derby, so we'll give it a go, and hopefully we'll be possibly higher up, but at least in that playoff push, please. So that's the end of it then, ladies and gentlemen. If you like the video, make sure you like the video, comment and subscribe. And make sure you don't miss out on Wednesday's Total Extreme Wrestling video. And Friday, we're back for more of this. A derby, apparently. A derby. So we'll go with it. Until next time, peace.